Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Dungeon of the Endless. I do not think that there is any reason that I should not be able to win this run. However, we're definitely getting to the hard part here, so if I'm going to screw it up anywhere, it's around here. We're getting to the part where we only have enough dust to power one room at the beginning of the floor, and that always makes me really nervous. We are, fully given over to the random number generator at this point. So I'm a little uncertain about when to build industry generators. Clearly we need industry a lot. And we need industry a lot on this difficulty in general, but especially with this pod. But I don't need to build an industry generator first if I have 140 banked, right? We still need to get food. I think our need for science is decreased, for sure. I mean, more neurostun, more levels of neurostun, capping out the kip cannon. There's stuff we still would like to do with science. We can start building emergency generators. Let's just put down a food replicator for now. Krang, you can stand here and handle that. And let's keep looking around. Alright, which one is this? Ah, this is the one where you get all the extra resources. Kind of a shame to find it this early in the floor, actually. When we only have one replicator built. Okay, and this one is extra resources, basically. Well, you know, I can't complain too much, right? We did get dust in all of these rooms, and eventually we'll be able to build modules. Once again, I think let's explore in the direction that we built in first. Well, we can't not open this, right? That would be foolish. But I had to say, if we lose the module slots in this room, I'm actually going to be pretty bummed out. No, we gotta open it, though. Ken, could you maybe not stand right there? I actually could not interact with it because Ken was in the way. Okay, beautiful. That's a gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful thing that just happened there. So, another food module. Almost certainly, right? We're probably going to move Krang into this room, but we can move her after this wears off. I want to keep her operating bonus functional while we're still getting a percentage bonus to our resources. Man, if that had gone wrong and it had actually removed all of the modules in this room, that really would have sucked, because this room is going to make a great defensive bottleneck. It's huge, so monsters move through it slowly. It's got all of these module slots. Wait a minute. So we all have the ability to operate right now, right? But the heavy is the one touching the module. Does that mean that he has higher width than the others? It totally does. How are you guys both dumber than the heavy? What's going on here? Also, I should probably unequip that. I gotta remember to move the drugs around. The way things are working right now, when we're in this this mystery ink everybody through the door phase, probably this is not a good time to have Quickavir equipped on people, because we don't really need speed, but we very well might need to do a little bit of violence. Alright, I'm going to build an industry generator on this one. This is gone, so we feel a little bit less bad moving Krang out. She can keep her Grindacil on. I'm going to put up another industry module, and then when this fades off, maybe food, maybe science over here? Also, we definitely have enough food to keep leveling people. Okay, yeah, we gotta pick his thing up. 20 HP per second damage over 9 seconds. But it more than doubles his attack power. It's awfully strong. I just don't know that we can, ever afford to use it. I guess when we're in these early situations where he's at high health, we could use this and then immediately take a sandwich break afterward. Yeah, I guess. I should have left the heavy here. I was misremembering where we were on this. I thought this was the one that had the low door count. So I didn't leave the heavy in this room, because I thought as soon as I opened the door he was going to lose the ability to operate anyway, so we wouldn't get anything out of it. Alright, everybody very slowly run over here. Okay, I'm digging all these dead ends with the with major modules in them, nice and early on the floor while we have a ton of dust. Do I even want a sandwich for this little health? Yeah, you know what? It restores so little, I probably should. Okay, so we have enough industry to put down one more major module right now. You know, I'm going to do another industry generator. We can nice and early get another major up here, and then maybe that's where we should stop. It's really cool to be able to build so many so quickly, though. This floor is going to be really good for our overall resource count. And a self-powered room, and man, this is the kind of thing that makes me nervous. It's like the game is buttering me up. Something terrible is going to happen soon. Okay, the Armani suit's interesting. We get some more Cleverlex to replace the Cleverlex that I very uncleverly managed to lose before. We probably should. Over the course of the remaining floors, 6 wit is probably going to end up generating more than 75 food for us. Let's go ahead and buy you some Cleverlex. And then I kind of want that Armani suit. Right? It's a very good item. 26 defense is a lot. We have very little armor. It'll make somebody a heavy target, but like the heavy has 46 natural defense without armor on. So I'm thinking buying this for him might be a good idea. Let us control the monsters a little bit. There are some dangers to using it, but we'll figure it out. So I think I'm going to put up... We have good income of everything else. I'm going to put up a science module. We're going to move Preyang over to here. She can operate that and be the guard on that side. This was a good direction to go in first. So the next major module would be 50 industry. I'm trying to think do I think we're gonna... We'd have to open 10 doors for that not to be a net resource loss. But I guess the question is, do I value industry as much as other resources on a one-to-one basis? Well, I guess it's not actually a question I have to answer right now, right? We can push on a couple of doors before we have to figure out how we feel about that one. Okay, hero attack power significantly down, minor module attack power significantly up is a terrible find. Holy crap. This thing is killing me. That's going to make us very miserable. Are there only 2 module slots in this room? No, 3. Okay, one of them's behind there. That's not great. Well, we need to put some stuff up right now. Because if we get any significant number of spawns while this thing is up, we're going to have to run back and play defense. There's 4 slots in this room. Alright. We might build some additional defenses in here. So do I want to give the heavy the suit? We'd have to unequip it whenever we want him to run through stuff so he doesn't get immediately mulched. But I think yes. I think let's go get that suit. Well, hold on. Let's go get that suit after we open another door or two so that we have some food supplies. Oh, no, wait. I didn't mean to move you. That was me pressing the wrong button with my big stupid fingers. Okay, a dead end. And relatively peaceful, which I appreciate. So wait, which one is actually faster? It's Ken, right? Yeah, alright, so Ken should be in the room slightly further away. Cannot wait for this thing to no longer be active. Oh, Krang was standing on another module over here. I didn't even see that. Okay, this room's not that bad then. 4 slots means tear gas and 3 guns. Okay. We do need to upgrade our neurostun. Yeah, this is the arrangement we want. I'm just trying to figure out if we're taking a break here to recontextualize, try to figure out if we're using our power correctly. Alright, I think at this point we can probably go and buy that suit safely. And actually, you know what? We have extra gear that I kind of forgot about we should definitely sell. Right, like we don't need this toothpick or this rapier. I think I'll hold on to all those, though. "72 defense is impressive. He has a lot of health." Alright. We gotta make a determination here. How many... I can see 2 doors right now. Do I think there are 8 more doors on this floor? I think there are a bunch more, for sure. Is it worth building another major module? I'm gonna do it. I think it is still the case that food is more valuable than industry. I don't think we need to get 50 food out of this for it to be worth 50 industry. And I think there's probably still a lot of doors left. Come on, some dust. At least 3 dust. Awesome. Out of the room. Oh, never mind. Stay in the room. Protect the research crystal. I forgot about that. Those can't be repaired either. That's endless tech. We don't know what to do with that, so... Boy, tough enemies. Okay, I mean, if we lost the research crystal, it would not be the end of the world. But, obviously, it would be better not to. Also, our heavy really took a beating there. He should have some grind to sell on. You guys actually should not. That's right, I forgot. We gotta keep modifying our equipment for the running. So this room is... Okay, this room is lit. It looks pretty dark, doesn't it? So we can build some stuff in here. Okay, that'll help. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get our resources worth from that. I'm gonna unequip his grind to silver for just a moment. We're definitely gonna get our resources worth from that major module we built. I think it probably is not worth building another. Alright, this is probably enough time for spawns to have happened. So if you do get spawns, you get that, you get a warning, right? The game gives you that little message down there that tells you that spawns have happened, and so you know it's safe to move out of the room. If you're not going to get spawns in any other way, though, it's hard to know when it's safe to move your people out of the rooms they're in. I don't think we need to pop this. I want to save this, basically. I'm a little nervous about losing it early. Just start attacking. So yeah, we're going to lose this research crystal. I think it's pretty unlikely that we'll be able to stop that. But I do think we'll be able to hold it until after this one research is done, at the very least. Especially since, actually, I think it's probably going to finish on the next door opening. Okay, more dust is good. Let's light... Oh, no, never mind. That didn't actually take us above a threshold. Let's lose your grind to sill. You need to retreat back to this room immediately. And it looks to me like we're probably not getting any other spawns. Probably. Now that you guys are here, we gotta equip the stuff. I need some kind of automated drug re-equipping script. I mean, I could just, you know... I could make an input script. I'm talking about... It'd be cool if there was some game functionality for this, though. probably take this off since he's got to run every time stuff happens now. Is there a thing that's worth starting here? Do I want to pick up the shop? The odds that we're going to make use of a shop are pretty low. I like the idea that operating it gives dust, but I find myself very rarely caring enough. Maybe I should delete this crystal and put up a major module in here. It probably won't generate enough resources to be totally worth the payoff, but it would give us a good reason to have Krayang stand here. Like, the fact that this is a science module is kind of a bummer, because I want Krayang to be operating. We should be getting some resources. But, boy oh boy, do we not need 243 science and gaining. You know what, let's okay, pepper spray. I like pepper spray. Yeah, I was gonna say, we can afford to do a little research fishing here. Okay, merchant means no spawns, I believe, so there's some more Cleverlex available. Also a tutu. I mean, at this point in the game, we cannot afford to turn down any armor. And actually, a tutu is pretty good. So let's see. Ken has the lowest defense. Sorta doesn't matter, I guess, because he's not going to get attacked, generally. But if we want to buff up the person who's fastest with the speed stuff so that they run the crystal most effectively. And then the Cleverlex. This is a better quality of Cleverlex. It's only one extra wit. Is that worth the extra amount of food? Probably not, right? I think probably not. And I don't think there's anything we want to sell that guy. Yeah, okay. I think it's time to push on. A little worried about how little dust we're finding at this point. Getting to be a lot of floor left. Or getting to be a lot of, a lot of unlit rooms. Okay. That's enough to do another light. Need to back up immediately. And we got incoming. So you guys are here already. We can switch to Grind-a-Sill. We're also going to have to turn on some stuff. Going to be kind of a lot of enemies. We're also absolutely, without question, going to have to heal the heavy. So we got to be careful about our food supplies. Okay, they didn't actually manage to kill either. The Kip Cannons up front. So the AoE damage that those enemies do is not to the whole room. It has a limited range. I'm not sure if I knew that before. That's good to know. All right. We gotta fix all the drugs once again. No wait, that's the wrong guy. I need to take off your Grind-a-Sill. Yeah, I'm getting a little worried about the lack of dust and the number of unlit rooms we have. I'm gonna go Kip Cannon, maybe Neurostun in this room since I don't really want to stand and fight in here, I think. It looks like if we get stuff kind of near the doorway, the research crystal's not in any danger here, so this would be a great place to set up a room where the monsters will take damage before actually coming into contact with us. So yeah, let's go ahead and spend one of these slots on a Neurostun. Alright, is this the elevator? It is not. Alright, no spawns. Let's move Krayang over to here. Lashaksa, have we seen that before? Defense down, speed up. Okay, it's another run-fast drug. I don't know that we need another run-fast drug. Okay, so now I'm a little worried. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have moved Krayang. Yeah. Preyang's still going to need to be over here. So unfortunately, the elevator is going to be some distance away, right? There's no way it's going to be just like right on the other side of this door. I probably could have afforded to build another major. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. I was really hoping we weren't going to get spawns here. Okay, kip cannons. So you need to fall back. Okay, we're getting spawns. So I don't want to move these two until it gives me the all clear. Okay, there it is. So we got to run over here. We got to make sure nothing gets through to the crystal, and then we got to fall back and play defense on this side. This is going to get really ugly. Yeah, this sucks a lot. The good news is the miners are completing, so... Do I want Ken to run? I'm having Troy stop in here. Go ahead and give him some Grind-a-Sill. I needed to re-equip the heavy with Grind-a-Sill, and... Yeah, we can just do this now. Yeah, I guess I'll have Ken stop in here for the moment. No, okay, it looks like we're not actually going to be in any danger on this. Only one thing is actually even staying in this room. I'm not sure why this blob turned around. Like, it was almost through the doorway and then it came back. It's going to be necessary. Please kill that thing. Okay. Really, there's still stuff alive in here. Okay, that side's all clear. Now we all have to run over here, which means, once again, switching to the fast-moving drugs. And now that we're over here, switching off of the fast-moving drugs. Okay, so have they actually killed modules in here? Like, we do have to, unfortunately, actually move another room, don't we? Yeah, we have to try to stop this from happening. So they did kill 2 of the modules in this room. I'm going to rebuild them, because I think that they did a good job of keeping the monsters' attention, preventing them from just going wherever they wanted to go. So I guess what we could do is we could light up this room, or we could module up this room, and then leave one or maybe both of these empty, soften down spawns on this side. Maybe. Now, I kind of like everything having to come through this central, this one corridor, though. Alright, everybody get in here. Oh no, I don't have Sandwich Party up yet. Never mind. Oh, Ken needs to come fix this room. It got really punched, like, a lot. We also definitely have enough food to do some leveling, though. Maybe not him. We have some people who could take a level up. It would be really cool to get this leveled, actually. That's a crazy skill. Alright, Ken, get back to your box, and let's hope that the elevator is nearby. Alright, our kip cannons are maxed out. So everybody over to here to try to guard the research crystal. I guess really we run into this room, right? And as we arrive, we take off our combat effectiveness lowering drugs and equip our combat effectiveness raising drugs. And actually, I think I'm going to have the heavy stop in this room and shoot at these guys, because these guys are going to go for the crystal, or they're going to go for this. I'm not sure, but we can fight a bunch of stuff in here, do that. Slow stuff down as it tries to walk through. Okay. Actually, it mostly seems to be pretty under control. Our damage output is actually really stellar. We can afford to do a little fishing here. Yeah, get the good stuff. Should we get that? There's still 4 floors left after this one. You know what? This is going to be a significant amount of industry over the rest of the game, even at this very high cost. Yeah, that's worth doing. So we got enough dust to light another room. It should probably be this one because we really want to minimize spawns on this side. And now we have sandwich party. Everybody enjoy watching me eat all of this. It just brings their morale up. They're just so happy to see their friend happy. Probably gonna have to do that. Alright, everything's in good condition everywhere. We don't need Ken to do any repairs, so back to everybody's spots. Should probably give the heavy the blue Quaikavir. Okay. We could start another research here. I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to take my science count any lower. Alright, so forward, then immediately back up. We shouldn't be able to get any spawns anywhere except these rooms, and we're relatively equipped-ish to handle that. Oh man, that's way more branches than I want to see. Although, also, dust. Okay, I'm gonna hit winter just came. Let's keep stuff in the fighting rooms as long as possible. Hold on, this is more DPS for Ken than it is for... No, never mind. Little dude's attack cooldown is like incredibly low. He should get the good grind to sell. Actually, was that right to do yet? Yeah, that's fine. You can keep catching stragglers. Alright. Boy, Ken sure does get hit a lot. We're gonna let the cannons in here do some of this work. I wanna speed up the destruction of these enemies. They really hate the Neurostun module. It seems to be the one that gets killed the most. And I think we're probably going to unlight that and light this now. Just so that we can try to keep spawns on this side to a minimum. We're having enough trouble dealing with everything in a place where we can focus all of our guns. At this point, if I found the elevator, we'd probably just try to leave, right? I guess all of the doors that are left are going to be along the path to the elevator, though. Which is pretty extremely non-ideal. Oh, man, a toxic cloud, really? Okay, that sucks. It's going to be really hard to get him back out. Alright, so this has a 1 turn longer cooldown than I would like. Everybody just run for this room. You know, enough stuff's getting through that maybe I should not do this. Maybe we should go ahead and leave the heavy in the back room. In this one, the research room. Maybe a better way to say that. He's coming, right? Yeah, okay, he's just slow. I'll pop cooldowns. Yeah, I'm going to leave him here for now. Because there's actually stuff worth fighting. Yeah, well, we have unfortunately reached the spending lots of food part of the floor. Also, I totally think this is worth the cost. We are doing a good job of keeping the monsters where we need them. I'm willing to pay some of our crystal income every floor here. Okay. I could really... Oh, we should repair some stuff. I could really use that elevator right about now. Okay. Room is all set. So we probably don't get to do any more level ups this floor. We're going to be using all of our food healing. Brain Lezine. Is Brain Lezine right for me? Okay, we found it, so we may as well use it. Didn't have to pay for it. I'm going to real quick sell the Cleverlex off then. It is totally feasible that we might actually need all that food. Alright, I really, really need us to find the elevator. It's very important to me that we find this elevator. That doesn't look like the elevator to me. Never mind, it extremely was the elevator. It's the maximum amount of being the elevator. So we have to be a little cautious, obviously. It is not good to have doors that are just going to break open along the path to the elevator, given how numerous and difficult the enemies have gotten. But also, opening doors once you find the elevator is an incredibly dangerous thing to do. Sort of a damned if we do, damned if we don't kind of situation here. Let's have Ken come down here. Actually, I'm going to have the heavy stand up here. We're going to swap things up a little bit. Again, trying to make it so there's just no spawns over here. We have the emergency room if we need it, but I'd love to not have to rely on it that close to the crystal and everything. So I'm going to have the heavy block spawns here. And then fall back to Krayang, and if we get a room worth of spawns, so be it. I guess actually this should be like this. Okay. We're going to keep opening doors for now. But we have the option of bailing if we need to. I'm just worried that, I'm worried that this connects. And so we're going to end up having like 3 or 4 rooms in this area that are going to be constantly spawning monsters if we try to leave right now. I really want to be able to figure out the structure of that and light it as much as possible before we leave. Okay. No, it is a dead end over here. That's good. Alright, we had to bail a lot earlier. Yeah, let's see. By moving him that early, we made it possible for things to spawn here. But I really don't want to be fighting stuff in that room. Especially without my heavy. So... we have winter just came. I think I'm going to hit this. Because we already have stuff in combat. So let's try to reduce the speed of these things reaching the room that actually has the weapons in it. And we're going to do our classical defense strategy. Everybody run over here. Try to make this happen. Stuff is actually moving extremely quickly through here, though. No, the heavy's got to fall back this way. And both of you run to this room. And Ken gets to pop Sato Selfish here, while he is actually by himself. Well, I guess if he's the only one in combat right now, he can have the good grind to sell. Alright, we got a couple of seconds before you're in position. Wow, that was quite an explosion. I'm just going to go ahead and double heal there. Now we want to swap Ken to the weaker Grindasil so we can swap you to the good stuff. I'm not sure that we need to hit Kneecapped, but we'll definitely hit Psycho Killer. I think this room can handle that stuff. These guys are coming. Oh man, I'm really worried. So the Armani suit should mean that the monsters mostly stop and fight him, I think. Pretty sure that's how that works. Stuff coming through this room is pretty messed up, so a lot of it's going to get mulched. We got to move now, basically, is where I'm going with this. So back on your fast-moving stuff. You need to swap over to the Grindasill. That should be how we do that. These guys need to run over here to help. So yeah, we just have to leave. We can't take multiple waves like this, unfortunately. Alright, so the heavy will keep things safe. May as well engage the health regen since all the injured people are standing in the same room. Okay, we're good over here, good over there. Yeah, so we gotta leave, right? Let's figure out the leaving plan. Any extra dust in here? There is not. Okay. So first of all, we gotta depower things a little bit. I do wish that you could dismiss these messages, because like that is, first of all, no longer relevant. I've already processed it, and secondly, completely in my way. So if we do things like this, what I can do is put our fast-moving heroes along the path to immediately run through these doors as they open to block spawns in the rooms on the other side. We can put... My suspicion is this is a single room, but this way might have more than one, so I'm going to try to stack us like this. The heavy with... We can get the heavy up to like 32 speed. So he's not going to be the fastest. Well, we can give him one of the blue ones. But I kind of think I want him to be the crystal runner because of the fact that we're probably going to have people like standing off in these side rooms and then running to the elevator once we're there. So you should definitely have some kind of speed thing. The others need it less. I guess if somebody's going to have a blue quality one, though, it should be you. Now that means his defense is really low right now, so we're going to have to watch him. Alright, I think this is it. I think we gotta go. I think it's getting too hard for us to keep pushing. We have a ton of resources available to bring to the next floor. Yeah, we gotta get the heck out of here. Alright, so Ken immediately runs through that door to block. Okay, and to get treasure if there's treasure in there. That was not really the plan, but I'll take it. Okay, and there is only one other door. That's fine. Ooh, a purple quality toothpick. Hold on. Nope, still a massive downgrade. It turns out, lowering attack speed, very, very important. Or lowering attack cooldown, rather. Increasing attack speed. It's very, very important. Just waiting until I think it's safe for Ken to run through. I think we're good. No reason for Krang not to be in the room already, I suppose. Okay. I think that was a pretty successful floor. Even though we didn't get to open all of the doors, we got to open most of them. We made a lot of resources. It was really nice to find all those major modules right away. This still feels very possible to me. Okay, definitely food replicator. Emergency generators are starting to become more sensible, though, especially the operating increases monster dust loot probability. I really, really wish that we had numbers on that. But I think for right now, let's just go food. Yeah, I'm willing to trade industry for food. Or a hero. I actually would have been really happy to see a hero in this room. So we're going to put down an emergency generator. We do want to do it early, of course. I'm going to buy myself a little bit of space here. I'm going to spend extra industry, buy us a little space. So we definitely have the dust to light whatever's over here, just in case it doesn't give us dust. May as well just make sure we're all capped off. I'm going to put down an industry generator a little earlier than normal. I don't think we need to have Krayang operating this thing yet, because we're not going to be fighting enough monsters for it to be, for the dust payout of this to actually be more valuable than the food payout, even though dust is so valuable. But as soon as we start getting like real wave spawns, that's going to be much more important. Okay. And it's already lit. That's lovely. Go ahead and try to keep ourselves rich. So do we want to explore this way now? If I think there are going to be... If I think we're going to run into a period of low dust here, which it does look like. We want to do that while we're pushing in the direction that the emergency generator's in, so that we can have Krayang both as a line of defense and also operating the generator. Man, when you're wearing that Armani suit, even those crystals that normally just ignore heroes really want to stop and murder you. Okay, so do we want to go industry again here, or is this a place we can put up another food crystal? Food generation's only this good because Krayang's currently operating a food crystal. But we are going to need a lot of industry. When you spend for the emergency generator, you gotta make up for it somehow. So I'm actually gonna move Krayang over here now. I mean, no reason not to take these guys back here and have Krayang help us with the fight. Alright, we're getting to the point where having Krayang fall back to the emergency generator is going to become important. I guess again we should just... Alright, we're doing alright. I'm pretty sure that the small floating crystal enemies don't care about majors. But we did have some of those enemies with the huge crystal heads. Those guys will stop and fight a major module, I believe. See, we have, yeah, okay. We just have this one slot we haven't built on yet. This can probably be a food replicator. And actually, I have a ton of food. I need to be leveling people up here. He has gained defense +2 per killed monster. Okay. A defense buff when the fighting is heavy. That's, you know, the time when it is most needed. We're probably not going to see his skills level up. Oh, Kneecap was the one he got second, too. So we probably don't see a level up on this until, like, 13. Which is awkward. Alright, blue Koikavir, that's fine. Huh. Well, that complicates things. Elevator this early can be really dangerous. we can afford to do this. Okay, we can at least get him the next level of Psycho Killer. So hold on, let me rearrange my backpack a little bit. Make sure that if we need to panic and flee, the thing we leave behind is a crappy quality grind-to-sell rather than a fast-running drug. Although I guess we do actually want to have 3 grind-to-sills, so actually what I should do is make sure that it's a low-quality Quaicovir. Alright. And I guess actually he should be the one opening the doors. So yeah, at the very least, we need to make sure that we are exploring past the elevator, trying to get a good idea of how far that path goes. And really, I should be... There we go. I gotta say, the types of monster spawns we're getting here do not seem too terribly dangerous, at least. Man, the Heavy's natural slow, the AoE slow that he pulses to everything in the room, is so good. What an extremely good character he is. I'm trying to keep the re-equipping to a minimum because it's annoying. But also I am motivated to play optimally even when playing optimally sucks. So like if you're a game designer, you know, take that to heart. Some of your players will be motivated to play optimally even when playing optimally sucks. So make it not suck. Make that not the worst thing. Well, we definitely have enough science to afford to buy this armor. I don't know that I'm going to buy just random accessories, but we should have everybody wearing armor. Okay, it was another Armani suit. Well, we want the Heavy wearing the highest quality of suit. And then, do we actually want to put a suit on anybody else, or do I want to keep the enemies focused on him? I guess not having the defense is bad. I'm not sure how this is going to interact when they're together, though. Are the monsters going to be stuck to whoever they saw first? Like, if I run Troy in after monsters have fixated on the Heavy, will some of them refocus? I guess it's kind of good to spread the monsters out over the 2 of them, because that'll make the healing from this more effective. We are getting effectively twice as much healing from it if it's actually healing 2 people. I think this is what we're going to have to do for now. We at least have a pretty clear path. Like, it's not going to be too hard for us to light the entire elevator path. They're not very far apart. So I don't think it's going to be too hard for us to leave this floor, but I'm a little worried about this right now where I can't actually block all the spawns on this side. This might be a good time to have Krayang fall back here. We're going to start getting constant waves, and if we can get even a little bit of extra dust out of this now, I think it will become very valuable. Debating whether I want to build any traps along this hallway, because like obviously the plan is when we get 7 more dust, we light this and then we block spawns here and never have to worry about it. But we should definitely build it in this bottleneck. Do I want pepper spray? I like pepper spray a lot in the bottleneck room. First of all, because it reduces the amount of damage your heroes take, while also increasing the amount of damage the enemies take. But I don't know that it's actually better for our survivability than just putting down another Kip Cannon that's firing for 190 damage every 2.5 seconds. So we're definitely going to do that. We probably don't need Neurostun here because things are going to stop so that they can fight the heroes because of the Armani suits. So the question is pepper spray versus additional Kip Cannon. It's probably the Kip Cannon, right? is probably the Kip Cannon. But we do have some individually large and dangerous monsters on this floor. We have those big Herna dudes with the axes. I'm gonna go Pepper Spray. If we can turn one of those, that's pretty significant. Alright. Good luck, us. We'll need it. That was almost enough dust. At this point, I don't really want to mess with science stuff. Without a science replicator, which we can't put down, we don't actually have enough science income to keep our Kip Cannons at full strength, and I definitely want to keep our Kip Cannons at full strength. I think that's really important. So we want to go as far as we can. Oh, I guess I need to re-equip here. So I definitely want to make sure that I'm giving the Quakevere to these two and the Flashoxa to Ken in case I forget to re-equip. We don't want somebody with a me first ability to have lowered defense. I guess I should eat this before I open up any other doors. Alright. Oh, hey, I actually do have enough dust here. So we want to, as always, explore as far as possible. You want to limit the... You want to do the opposite of that. You want to maximize the amount of resources that you're gaining. We are not so far into the dungeon yet that the value of resources is curved off. Okay, I like this setup a lot. And then Ken gets to repair everything, and yeah, this is pretty good. We're in a good spot. And make sure we fix all the drugs. I definitely overbuilt on industry modules. Well, listen, if you got to go down to the next floor with 1 million of something, I guess industry is a pretty good thing to have 1 million of. Okay, we got the wave notification, so we can run everybody back now. As soon as we're here, swap up the equipment. It's pretty close. You probably don't have to pop a lot of stuff. Like I'm gonna go ahead and hit Psycho Killer because it has a very short cooldown on both of them. But I'm not gonna use Kneecapped. I don't think we need it yet. Save it for when things are a little more out of control. Apparently there are still enemies incoming. Oh yeah, the red crystal guys are super slow. I guess, actually, do I want to power this? I probably want to power this way. And use heroes to block on this side, so that we don't have to run quite so far to get back to the room. Alright, where are we going? We're going this way. Maybe this should not be the heavy. Now that we have, now that we no longer have this run for 2 people to make, the heavy can stand back and block spawns here. Okay, spawns up. This is getting tough, man. Starting to be too many enemies. Oh, wait, he does not have his speed thing. It's very easy for me to accidentally select the wrong person, it turns out. Oh my god, Ken, hurry up. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this. We just need more buffs. I mean, we're getting a fair amount of dust from these enemies. I think this is helping. I really have no idea how much, unfortunately. At some point, we're going to have to move her back up to here just because there are too many enemies and we need the help. That said, we got to be getting pretty close to running the floor out, which is nice. Probably not worth building anything here. I guess we have enough industry that we can more comfortably create an emergency generator or two on the next floor, so that's good. Oh no, wait, sorry, these are in the wrong order. And also, everybody needs to be ready to run. Oh. Okay. I was pretty sure that finding a new hero meant you couldn't get spawns on that door opening, but I was not 100% sure. So we could probably... I know I said I want to upgrade Psycho Killer, and obviously it's good to level up your actives, but also it's like pretty expensive. Maybe we're better off just gaining levels on Ken for a little while, given how cheap his level up is. Apparently he has a passive skill to gain. Okay. Merchant also means no spawns. Ooh. So still no machine guns anywhere, ever. We can sell that. We can sell that. Gruntalox is defense way up, speed down. I don't think we need that, but I definitely want to buy any kind of upgrade. Although, this is more damage output, but it's going to increase his attack cooldown so other attack buffs are less effective. Like Psycho Killer will give him less DPS with Soul Taker equipped, and it's only an 8 DPS difference. And it's not cheap. You know what? I think this is actually not worth it. Never mind, I'm not that excited about it. Also, hooray for lights. They're gonna kill her, that's a shame, but it's not something that's something that's important enough for me to stop from happening, and also I'm not sure that I even could, to be perfectly honest with you. Alright, definitely pop everything. We're already taking way more damage than I would like. I guess the effect of this is going to be small enough we can probably save that. Have a little something to pop later. Alright, so her deal is she's two beings sort of operating in the same space, so that's why it looks like she's talking to herself. She's actually a pretty good character, if I remember correctly. It's a shame we encountered her so late. She dead? Yeah, she's dead and the merchant's dead. Well, I appreciate you serving as a distraction. Oh, hey, this room is lit. I totally forgot. We should definitely put up stuff in here. You pick at the enemies as they approach. So I probably... Let me think here. We probably need to explore this way a little bit. It looks like this could be a loop around. And I guess if that's the case, I want this door to stay closed as long as possible. I'm just thinking that we're getting to the point where I'm thinking about leaving the floor. And so we want to make sure we've seen the other side of this door before that starts happening so that we can power it and everything. Yeah, I guess I think it's best that we keep doing this the way we're doing it. Keep going around this way. Do I want to depower this room so that I could power this room and build additional towers in it? I think so. Let's do this like this. So we can have these two run over still. I definitely have the industry to spare to play around here a little bit. Do I think that the monsters will be in this room long enough for pepper spray to be beneficial? Because again, if we can catch a monster in here and turn it against the others, they won't stop to fight it as far as I'm aware, but it will deal damage to them. I'm wondering if the damage from the pepper sprayed monster is generally going to be more or less than the kip cannon. I really have no idea what monster attack power looks like. I'm going to go ahead and kip cannon. Yeah, okay, that does loop around. That's fine. That's not enough dust to light new room. You need to get over here. Alright, that's annoying. We're going to lose the stuff in that room frequently. Alright, and we're all here, and we can all have our items re-equipped. Do I want to slow everybody? I guess that's probably a good idea. Make them sit in the rooms with the guns as long as possible. We're going to lose this stuff, though. And you know what? I'll just rebuild it. Yeah, so remember the tear gas is doing AoE damage. Okay, and actually, we just dealt enough damage in here that everything died. Yeah, the tear gas does constant pulses of AoE damage. It's doing like 8 damage per second on every enemy, which is not a big deal, but combined with the massive defense reduction does add up. And it seems to be doing a fine job against those small floating crystal enemies. Alright, so remember, opening a door into a room you can already see does not cause spawns. So we're going to get to open this door for free after we've opened that one. And make sure everybody is running fast. And I think we're getting... It seems like we're getting dust at a higher rate than usual, doesn't it? I think this has been valuable to us. It's so hard to tell. And I feel like we're getting a better result is like the worst possible... Uh-oh. Where do we get pulsed? We got pulsed in here and in here, but not here. That's okay. That's not that bad. Okay, so I'm gonna explore this way a little bit. We are in a position such that we could just run if we had to. I think we can afford to throw a little bit of industry at this problem, though. So we'll run if we have to. Obviously, it's safe all the way to the elevator. Actually, so do I want to open this door before we go then? Because I could redistribute the power a little bit. If I have to grab the crystal in this situation right now, we're going to have stuff spawning adjacent to the elevator path, but I guess it's pretty close to the start of the elevator path. It's probably fine. Pull the stuff back to here. Wait until the wave notification. You guys run to there. He apparently is going to need a little bit of assistance. I guess I didn't really need to hit kneecapper there. Alright, looks like you're done with that. Okay, and this will just be very similar to the last couple of waves. We can pop some stuff right here. May as well do that since we don't have the full Psycho Killer array. Yeah, losing these rooms, losing power to those rooms has been unfortunate. We're okay, and we can afford to just rebuild. try to stop these guys from destroying everything. Man, we have the damage output. It's just a lot of hit points worth of enemies. Okay, we managed to keep these ones from being destroyed. So, this room doesn't have like a pulse symbol in it. If I rebuild, is all the stuff in the room going to work again immediately? No, okay, the room is still pulsed. So this is... I should not have built the... I should have built one thing to test, and then stopped there. Well, maybe we'll get lucky. And there won't be any spawns in the next couple of door openings. That would be nice. I'm going to try to hold off leveling him up again. It may not be necessary. Oh, I should have had Ken run down here and repair these. Wait till... Okay, there we go. Wait till you see the wave notification before moving. Yeah, we'll have Ken repair those after the next one. So there's not a lot of sense in hitting the global slow, since we're not walking the monsters through anything, really. Alright. And we have no cooldowns really to hit, so good luck, everybody. We certainly have the science that we could reset some cooldowns if we have to. It seems like things mostly prefer him as a target because he's closer to the door, usually, because he's melee. We are getting some pretty good dust output. Well, actually, we probably want to light this for now, right? Ken needs to come down here and repair this stuff. You can just go and get in position. Re-equip all of everybody's drugs. It's just like drugs in real life. All you have to do is stop holding it, and it no longer has an effect on you. Ooh, an upgraded fire pick. Okay, that's the weapon we wanted. What is Krayang's actual DPS now? So we're looking at like 66, 40, 77. Krayang's actually the best fighter on the team. We have not been constructing our stuff so that Krayang is in the defense room enough. She really is dangerous. The thing is, we just really... We need dust way more than we need industry right now. I think we're doing this right. I was about to say this might be the last room, but apparently there's going to be several more. Well, we can sell our old fire pick for science. And then use that science to acquire nothing, I guess? Do I want to hold this for a different merchant, maybe? We don't really need to sell it now. Right, yeah, everything fits in the backpack, so... Alright, let's keep going. Jeez. How many more rooms? How many more rooms do there need to be? Okay, as soon as we see that wave notification, we are moving. And I'm sure we could reconstruct our defensive hallway now. We definitely need to. He's almost here. We'll just go ahead and re-equip him now so I don't have to worry about this again. Pop all of the stuff. You know what? We may need to move Krayang just because we need the DPS, actually. Also, her being in the room with everybody means that Hold the Line is available again, which is awesome. We're losing modules to explosion damage. Alright, I think we have to stop. I think that's the sign that we have opened enough doors on this floor. Still, though, I think it's been a good one. We certainly have resources. Okay, so everything in this room was destroyed. Well, first of all, let's grab this little bit of industry before we leave. Secondly, we can just go ahead and open this door. That's a freebie. We have the heavy stand next to the elevator. Priang stand over here. Ken is going to stand in the elevator. And we're going to, once again, do the thing. You know what I'm talking about. It's time to open doors until we see the first monster and then immediately run away. I guess, actually, with Ken being as fast as he is, maybe the right play is we open both of these doors simultaneously with our two different heroes, then we bail out. They won't have to run through any monsters. The only danger is the spawns that are coming through these hallways. So I'm gonna build us a little bit of a slow. Put a neurostun in here as well. Okay. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So, everybody... You two are both getting Quaikavir. I don't want to lower anybody's defense here. Just going to open some doors, get some resources, and then get the hell out of here. I assume Ken is still fastest, right? Yeah. A Tutu really does some work. Ken, grab this and get to the elevator. The enemies are not nearly as slowed as I would like. Okay, we're good. Alright, we have way more resources than we need. Like, maybe I don't need to build industry modules anymore. I don't know. It's possible I'm a little over-anxious about the amount of industry we're going to need. I suppose having too much is better than having not enough. But obviously, that is us for today. We are super out of time. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series as much as I'm still enjoying playing the game. And I think we're well on the path here. This might actually be a win. Come back next time to see if my hubris does me in. And we'll see you then.